Hello everyone, a very warm and pleasant morning to all. Dear students, today we are going to deal with chapter number 11, If I Were You, written by Douglas James from our first book, Beehive. Actually, If I Were You, it's a drama. So, first of all, I would love to make you familiar with the author. He was born on October 13, 1888. He was a Canadian fur trader and politician who became the first governor of the colony of British Columbia. He is often regarded or credited as the father of British Columbia. His eminent works are The Handbook of Cyprus, The Mad Mullah of Somaliland, If I Were You. So, before discussing the summary of the chapter, and I would like to tell you about the characters. Actually, two main characters are there in this play. First one is Gerard, Vincent Charles Gerard, and the second one is the intruder. So these two main characters are in this play. Let's start the summary of this chapter. A small cottage interior. There is an entrance back right, which may be curtained. Another door to the left must be a practical door. The furniture is simple, consisting of a small table towards the left, a chair or two, and a divan rather upstage on the right. On the table is a telephone. Actually, this is the description of the setting of that room in which Gerard was standing. Clear? Sofa was also there, and on the table there is a telephone. And now in this picture you can see Gerard and intruder both are in the same room. As the intruder enters there, Gerard was standing to find out something from the suitcase, and then the intruder enters Gerard's house. Actually, the intruder was not a good man. He was a criminal, and he had also killed a policeman. He was now being chased by police. He thought that he resembled Gerard in body. He decided to kill Gerard and then live himself as Gerard. So he broke into the cottage of Gerard one day. Actually, uh, the intruder was a criminal, and he wanted to take the identity on Gerard, and he wanted to kill Gerard so that very easily he could take his identity. Gerard ready to go out. As the intruder enters, Gerard gets ready to go out somewhere. Actually, he wanted to go to a company where he wanted to deliver the props for rehearsal, and he had prepared his bag in which there were props for rehearsal, and in the picture you can see the props. Intruder threatens to shoot Gerard. The intruder threatened Gerard with his revolver. The intruder was having a revolver. He asked him to answer his questions. Then he told him that he intended to kill him and then live in his house as Gerard. He resembled Gerard in body. Not many people came to see him. He thought he could live as Gerard the rest of his life. He learned to imitate Gerard's voice. Actually, there was a lot of resemblance between Gerard and the intruder. That's why the intruder wanted to take his identity so that he could spend his later life very easily, and so that he could not be arrested by the police because he had committed a murder. Then Gerard questions the intruder. Actually, in this drama, we will know about the importance of presence of mind and cleverness. Actually, the intruder was about to shoot Gerard. Then Gerard warned him to be careful and not to kill him. And why he did so? Because Gerard made a plan in his mind and he wanted to trap in the intruder. So he told the intruder that he was also a criminal and a murderer. In case he killed Gerard, he was sure to be hanged. And they would hang him if not as himself but as Gerard. Because all these things were going on in the mind of the intruder. Actually, Gerard made the intruder believe on all these things. How the intruder reacts. Hearing this, the intruder began to think this was an opportunity for Gerard. He asked him to hurry and ran with him in his car to a safer place. As you can see in the picture, the police were likely to come there soon. He opened a door, which was in fact the door of a cupboard. The intruder looked in to see what it was. Actually, the intruder began to think and he thought that it was a good opportunity. So he asked him to hurry and ran with him in his car to a safer place. And there the police came, and as he opened the door, as the intruder opened the door, in fact, he found that it was not a door but a cupboard. The intruder looked into see what it was, and he was trying to peep into that cupboard. And at first he was not able to guess what it was, whether it was a cupboard or a door. How the intruder is trapped. Just then, Gerard gave him a push. The revolver fell as the intruder stepped into the cupboard. Gerard shut the door and picked up the revolver. Then he telephoned to call in the police to arrest the intruder. Actually, how the intruder was trapped by Gerard. Gerard was a man full of thoughts or full of wisdom. And or in other words, we can say that he was a man of letter or man of wisdom. He could very easily relate the things, and very easily he was able to understand the plan of the intruder. And at last, he asked the intruder to follow him. And then, as the intruder tried to go inside that, try to come out from that door, actually, it was not a door, it was a cupboard. And then, as he entered into that cupboard, Gerard pushed him, and this way he locked him into that cupboard. And after that, he called the police to arrest the intruder. And this way, he got success to make the intruder being trapped in his plan. And this way, you can say that this is a cupboard, and the intruder is inside it, and Gerard is standing outside it and holding it, and he is trying to lock it. So, uh, this is the story of that this drama, If I Were You. And now I think the title is quite appropriate, because the intruder wanted to take the identity of Gerard in order to escape himself from the hands of police. But Gerard was more clever than him, and he made a plan, and this way he was successful in trapping that intruder, and this way he got success. So this is the story of this chapter, If I Were You. And I hope that you all uh, are able to get the idea from this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.